Hey everyone, this is Corrie Mills, and this is my Peeps presentation. And so obviously you can see from the tree that I was born in 1992 in Georgia. I'm one of three girls. I'm technically the oldest, but I do have a twin sister, and we have a younger sister as well. So my parents, I guess I'll start with my mom's side. My mom is Leanne Farrington. She was Leanne Kuhn. She was born in 1965 in Georgia. And everyone from my mom's side is actually from Georgia. My mom received a bachelor's degree from the University of North Georgia. At the time, it was North Georgia College and State University. So she received a degree in business management, but actually ended up just being a stay-at-home mom and helping my sisters and me out as we were growing up. Her parents were Pete Kuhn and Eleanor Folsom. Pete was born in 1935. Has his associate's degree in business and was a real estate broker. He was one of six, or really one of seven. He had six siblings. Then my mom's mom, Eleanor Folsom, she was born in 1939, and as you can see, has her bachelor's degree from Mercer. She was a teacher. She is a retired teacher now, and she had four siblings, so she was one of five. My grandmother's parents were Homer Folsom, born in 1903, who was a Baptist preacher and a general store owner. And he married Lucille Howard. She was born in 1907, who also is a stay-at-home mom. My mother's grandparents on my father's side were Freeman Guy Kuhn. He was born in 1902 and was a farmer, one of three, or had three siblings, one of four. And he married Mary Jane Green, who did not have a college degree. She was also a stay-at-home mom or a homemaker, as my grandmother referred to her. So I guess I'll start at the top here. My mother's great-grandfather on my granddad's side, or great-granddad's side, was John Freeman Kuhn, who was a farmer, and he married Sarah Melissa Leverett, who was also a teacher. Mary Jane's parents were Hinton Green and Sarah Ella Miller. Hinton was a farmer. We don't actually know the dates that they were born, so this is really all we know about them. Homer's parents were Alonzo Lee Folsom and Georgia Ada McClarty. And then Lucille Howard's parents were James Oliver Howard, who was also a farmer, and then Fanny Dickerson, who was a homemaker. So definitely on my mom's side, there are a lot of teachers as well as stay-at-home moms. So my dad's side does not go as far back. His parents were Bernie Farrington, who was born 1925, and he died about 10 years ago, I believe. So he was born in Maine, as was my dad. My dad was born in 1964. He was born in Maine and ended up moving down to Georgia when he was, I believe, 21. So obviously once he moved to Georgia, that's where he met my mom. He ultimately ended up getting his bachelor's degree from Georgia State in math, as well as a minor degree in computer science. So he currently works in computer softwares. His parents were, like I said, Bernie Farrington, born in 1925, and Eleanor Smith, born in 1927. Both of them grew up in Maine. My dad's father only went as far as a high school diploma, as well as my dad's mother. She ended up being a secretary for a school superintendent while my grandfather worked for Kraft as a salesman. His parents were Arlo Farrington and Carolyn Reed. And then my grandmother's parents were Harold Smith, who was a fur trapper in Maine as well as a store owner, and Marianne Leathers. Like I said, unfortunately, my grandfather passed away a few years ago. And then my Nana, she is 90, just turned 90 in February, and is currently living in assisted living. So unfortunately, I was unable to get much information this far, and obviously could not get much information for the fifth generation back. But that is it for my peeps.